hip hop,
Yeah,
hip hop, hip
bars is back.
hip hop,
Sam
hip
and
hop,
oh God,
hop.
what's
Hip
up with you?
Cast.
Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive.
If you want to grow your business fast and put your brand, your business, or your product right before each video that we do here on Hip Hop News Uncensored, email me right now at advertise@hiphopun.com. That's advertise@hiphopun.com. Limited time only. Slots are filling fast. Do not wait. All right, man. For those of you that don't know, the Nipsey Hussle murder trial is underway. Eric Holder right now is in trial being charged for murder on Nipsey Hussle, murder one, attempted murder on Carrie Lathan and Villanueva. Well, for guys who don't know, and ladies, right, we had Herman Cowboy Douglas. That was one of Nipsey's close friends, worked at the Marathon store. He was actually there right before Nipsey got shot and right after Nipsey got shot. He testifies, about what he heard in a particular, situation. Well, the angle, I want to cover two things here. I want to cover the angle of the defense, because he has two public defenders, Eric Holder. What they're trying to do is they're trying to get him and not be charged with the murder one and the attempted murder on two other people. They're trying to get this reduced to manslaughter, pretty much saying that it wasn't premeditated, that this happened in the heat of the moment, in the heat of the passion. Now, a little bit of the backstory is they're pretty much saying, and this was confirmed by Cowboy and other people that were close enough to actually hear the conversation, that it was a conversation that occurred between Nipsey and Eric Holder, where Nipsey pretty much, not in a confrontational way, but said, look, dog, like, I'm hearing that, the people saying you snitching, and Nipsey pretty much said that, all right, boom, bring the paperwork back to clear things up. Not in a way like, yo, get out of here, nothing like that, but just kind of talking as men. The woman driver, she confirms this as well. It was never anything where you would think that, okay, they was going to fight or there's going to be some type of shooting after that, right? So, I don't think that the prosecution or the defense, which are, public defenders, are going to have, are going to be able to prove that. I don't think that's going to fly. But an interesting occurrence that went down is when I was watching some footage, they actually put up a Vlad TV interview of Nipsey Hussle, and it was one of the interviews, I don't know what year it was, but maybe at least 5 or 6 years ago, where he was pretty much confirming that he grew up in a rolling 60 neighborhood, and he was a rolling 60 Crip. Now, the thing about this is this kind of lets you know, not kind of, it lets you know that interviews are being used, music, everything is being used. In this case, it's not being used by the prosecution. It's actually being used by the defense to kind of say, okay, look, these were two gang members in a situation, right? Things got crazy. He shot him in the heat of the moment, and then what he's trying to do is and it's true, obviously, Nipsey, confessed that to do shitty because Eric Holder, they're gang members, but they're almost trying to justify the shooting as, okay, Nipsey Hussle called him a snitch. He's a gang member. He called him a snitch, right? So in the heat of the moment, he killed these people, because we know what happens to, people who get accused of being a snitch, right? He also had an exhibit up there where he was referencing like the different Italian gangster movies, and he put an image up there which was quickly objected of a man like being hung, trying to paint the picture like, all right, these are two gang members, which they are, right? But that, in my opinion, don't have anything to do with him gunning him down, because even though Nipsey was a professed gang member, he was moving out of that lifestyle. He was moving into entrepreneurship, real estate, tech. He was moving away from all of that, which is, I think, is the reason why he felt comfortable to pretty much be in any hood in LA, because he felt like that he had a certain immunity, especially being out in front of his store. So they had a clip up there where, it was the Vlad TV interview where Nipsey Hussle was talking about, he was rolling 60. And I thought that was just interesting, because a lot of people, and not that it's even being used, and it is kind of being used in a negative light, the way that the defense is trying to, present it. But I just kind of wanted I wanted to tell you guys this because people can't act like these interviews, these songs, these lyrics aren't being used in court. Like if pertinent information comes up, it's being used. I just so happened to catch that glimpse of it, and said, okay, all right, I get what it is, right? And it's been a lot of speculation about a lot of other things and, this and that. All you got to do is put two and two together, Now, if they actually want to present it as evidence in a trial, that's one thing. If they actually want to just gleam over it to say, okay, this person said that they, were kingpin or they got 20 bodies or, okay, let's check into this. Whatever context you want to talk about, whatever context is used, it's being used, it's being gleaned. Why wouldn't, a defense or prosecution go back and look over interviews where people were talking about something? So I just want to let you guys know that this actual interview actually did show up. And as you can see, it's been on the screen. I showed you guys, that. And where do I see this thing going? I see this trial going. I don't think that, the jurors are going to buy that it was done in the heat of the moment, in the heat of the passion. I don't think that stands a chance in hell. I think he's going to get convicted of murder of Nipsey Hussle. He might have a chance, of possibly, beating the other charges of the other two men. But they're trying to make it seem like they would just happen to be there, right? And he didn't mean to hit him. Well, shit, if somebody points a gun at me, they meant to hit me. If I'm standing next to the guy and we all in a circle and you shooting him, bullets ain't got no name on it, right? So I think it's a weak argument, but and then it's like it's other camera angles, which you guys probably haven't seen. There's pictures of him going into the store. There's actually pictures of him holding a gun. It's no way he's going to get out of this. And I was thinking at one point in time, since it wasn't really a clear, legible footage of him actually shooting Nipsey Hussle, because when you look at the footage, it's very grainy. There are other cameras through the alleyway, at the Fat Burger, across the street that actually show this man with two guns in his hand, man. So for those of you who don't know, Nipsey Hussle, if he would have survived, he was pretty much instantly paralyzed. He got shot 10 times. It was just a horrific thing that happened, man. And you can see Eric Holder in court not showing a lot of emotion. It was the time where I pretty much I thought that I seen him kind of shaking his head. Now, as far as the lady driver, I'm going to close out on this, right? She has been nothing but cooperative, so the people that, saying she must have known, I mean, I could concede to that, it's a possibility. But when you look at, that the way that she was cooperative, the way that she, still is going to testify despite threats on her life, I don't think she has anything to do with it. Because they paint the picture, of her kind of just being a working lady, 2 jobs. She ain't into no gang stuff. She has no record of running with the police or nothing like that. So it was just happened to be a bad situation where she was, she was interested in a dude. She was driving this bum around because he didn't have his own car. He didn't have an ID. He did some crazy stuff, and she just happened to be there when it happened. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section about this particular video. And as always, man, go ahead and smash the like button and share this video. Share this joint on Facebook. Share it on Twitter. Get the message out there. I'm definitely going to keeping you guys updated as this trial comes to an end. There's a lot more testimony going down. I don't think the lady, I think Herman Douglas took the stand. The lady, I think, took the stand. There's no footage on that yet, but she's coming back to take the stand again. So there's quite a few more witnesses that are going to come forward. Like I said, man, I definitely appreciate you guys listening to what I said here on Hip Hop News Uncensored. Hey, man, we keeping the culture, we moving the culture forward. We giving you that unbiased, that truth on the coverage of the Nipsey Hussle murder investigation. We've been dealing with this for the last 3 years. We went out there and everything, talked to the people, got the vibe of the people and all of that. But yeah, man, smash the like button on the way out. Make sure you share this joint and subscribe to Hip Hop News Uncensored. Subscribe to Hip Hop News Uncensored. Subscribe to Hip Hop News Uncensored for more like this. Hey, man, it's your brother, Hip Hop News. Peace.